Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing portrait tutorial. I am using Brustro Artist Watercolor ink set A and set B for painting. I am using Brustro Artist Watercolor paper 300 GSM 100% cotton paper cold pressed. I am using chocolate, ruby, tangerine, butterscotch, aquamarine, neon pink and black color. I will be wetting the paper first, just like I do with watercolor painting. First, I am starting with a lighter tone by adding chocolate color. Mix it with a little amount of water. For second layer, I mix the chocolate color with butterscotch, tangerine and bit of ruby color. For the eyeball, I mixed black color with aquamarine color and little amount of water. Using a darker skin tone and adding shadow, shading and some detail crystals. I am using a very thin ink color mixture and you just notice it how the pigment spray and create some beautiful visual nuance when that layer is still as wet as possible. Adding another layer with a bit less water. You can see in the painting how the edge of the puddle want to stay dark. Don't overwork any areas and have patience. Continue layering with more concentrated ink. A good way to prevent the problem of the jagged edge is to clean the brush, dry it, and drag it sideways on its side across the edge of the wet ink layer. As long as you don't overwork it, it's a nice blending trick. Giving black color for hair. I am going to use layering technique for hair to make hair more realistic. For second layer, giving aquamarine color. Mix it with neon pink color and making sure the layer underneath is dry first. Continue to deepen the tone on shades part with more layers. Add interesting details and texture. Giving chocolate mixed with butterscotch and tangerine color. For eye, giving black color with a bit less water. To make eyebrows, giving chocolate color mixed with black color over a fully dry layer. Chocolate color mixed with aquamarine color to give a darker velvet paint, a bleed up shade. To make eyelashes, I am giving black color with a bit less water. To make lips more realistic, I am using color mixing technique. However, this time instead of layering over a fully dry layer, I am blending the color when they are still wet, giving chocolate color mixed with aquamarine color. Giving indigo mixed with neon pink with a bit less aquamarine color. Giving chocolate color mixed with a bit of black and aquamarine color. Ruby color mixed with tangerine color to make it more bright. And for darker shade, giving ruby mixed with a bit less of chocolate color. Going to paint darker background by using indigo mixed with neon pink and for purple shade neon pink mixed with aquamarine color. I am using wet on wet technique and using more brush to create background more beautiful. I am blending the color when they are still wet. While layer of purple color is still wet, I am giving layer of black mixed with aquamarine and bit less of chocolate color. larger area. I am mixing 2-3 colors while they are still wet. When the first layer of aquamarine and neon pink is as red as possible, I am adding a layer of indigo mixed with neon pink, and then for darker shade, I am giving a bit less of black color. The blending of larger area turn it out more softer and more vibrant. I am you have now seen different between to make watercolor and watercolor ink, giving black and how watercolor ink works. I will be using same technique that I use to make highlight painting and swatches and purple color. I love how vibrant and rich the colors are, but be warned, since these are watercolors, they can be reactivated with water. For light over cloth, giving aquamarine mixed with indigo and neon pink color. Watercolor ink can spread like traditional ink, so remember not to add too much water, otherwise that wet layer will spill over the front detail and spoil the shape of the area. To avoid this problem, wet the paper with a little amount of water. Let it dry a bit and watercolor ink with a bit less of water. This technique allows for more control. The paint will only go where your brush take it. I really love the cloth painted with watercolor ink. Look soft, gentle and natural. Giving black color for hair. If the watercolor ink has dried completely in the ceramic palette, the ink can be easily reactivated by adding a little water. I am using titanium white watercolor to make detail over cloth. Ruby color and butterscotch color mixed with chocolate color. I hope my video helped you and you learned something from it. Don't forget to tag me on Instagram if you made a painting by watching this video. I will be using this art supply again. You can find the full list of art supply used in this video in the description area. If you want to know more about this Brustro artist watercolor ink, then do watch my